You want something and you can't seem to find a way to get it. It's going to create distress. It's going to create this inner tug of war. You want to be loved as you love. You want to be understood. You crave to belong. You want to be in a healthy relationship. You want to have healthy relationships with people. You want to give up these patterns of codependence and people pleasing and replaying negative events over and over and over and being a prisoner to a negative mindset. You want to free yourself from the grips of anxiety and depression. You want to find a way out desperately, but can't seem to do so. Here are 3 things that are going to help you do just that. Number 1, our minds are designed to protect us all day, every day. And the way it does it is by creating these worst case scenarios. Whenever something happens, let's say I have an argument at work, the mind is already going to come up with a scenario. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my job. And then I'm seeing a picture of being under a bridge, losing my home, losing my family. That's the way the mind naturally works. It creates these worst case scenarios to help us create some certainty in the uncertainty, because uncertainty is the worst thing for the mind. There was a research study done where they took a group of people, separated them in 2 groups. The first group, they told them you have 50% chance of getting a painful electric shock. The second group, they told them for sure you are going to get a painful electric shock. Which group do you think had higher levels of stress and anxiety? 50%? For sure, 100%. Let me know in the comments. And those of you that said 50%, you're absolutely right. For the mind, the worst thing is not knowing. Even worse than something bad happening. But here's the thing. You are not your mind. You are the one in charge of your mind. We have over 60,000 thoughts a day. Every single day. You do not have to believe everything that the mind comes up with, everything it serves us. You do not have to believe it. And it's in your hands now to change it. In the case of trauma, it's even worse. We adopted a ton of misconceptions and cemented those beliefs, creating a belief system that is, its foundation is fear and worry. We're constantly living in a state of fear, focused on what's the next danger that's out there that's going to come my way, so I can protect myself. But again, you are not your mind. You are the one in charge of your mind. And the field of neuroplasticity has a ton of research to show us that we can rewire our brain. You are not your mind. You are the one in charge of your mind. And taking charge of your mind will change your life. If you want to learn how to do that, subscribe to the channel, because that is exactly what I teach. If there was a negative mind club, I was the president of it, thanks to my traumatic childhood. But at some point in my life, I said there was no way that I was going to let it take over my life, take the rest of my life from me. And it doesn't have to take the rest of your life either. Number 2, be careful what you let in. Every thought, every song, every movie, every comment has the potential of being a seed or a weed that is planted in your mind. And you know what? They will both grow. Take, for example, Roger Bannister, the first man to run the 4-minute mile. When he set out to do it, everybody told him it was impossible. His heart would give even before he completed the race. And you know what? He went on to do it. Not just that, the following 6 months after he completed it, guess how many people completed it too? Go ahead and type in the comments and let me know. Over 500 people did the same. All we need is to see that there is a possibility, that there is a way to get what we want. That inspires us to take action. But we let in the doubts, the fears, the worries, the no's, that's a weed that is going to be planted and it's going to grow. If we let in the inspiration, those people that have overcome unsurmountable obstacles and have gotten up and reached their potential, reached their desires, those will inspire us in a whole different way. They will plant these seeds that will inspire us to see the opportunities, to see the possibilities. There was a story that I read a long time ago of this man that was diagnosed with a disease. And when he went to the doctor gave him a placebo and said to him, this medication has had great results. I think you should take it. The man trusted the doctor and he took it. And he started getting better. One day, he saw in the news, there was information about this drug that the doctor had given him. And the information that came out said that the results were not consistent. Guess what happened? The man started to feel worse. His health started to deteriorate. He went back to the doctor. The doctor said, you know what? There's this other treatment that looks very promising. I think you should try it. Give him another placebo. The man got better. The man got better. So what do you want to plant in your mind? Opportunities, possibilities, or do you want to just plant in your mind these weeds? Again, as I've said in the other video, and if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch the video of why you are stuck. I'll put the link in the description. Depression is the disease of hopelessness. Depression is the disease of hopelessness. What do you want to plant in your mind? You are in charge. You get to choose. Give the video a thumbs up if you agree that this is the most important one. The third one is expand your belief system to allow what you want in. As Henry Ford said, whether we think we can or we think we can't, either way, you are right. Belief is like a switch. It turns on possibilities, options. It lights the path to get to where you want. The same way you can turn it on, you can turn it off. The moment you believe it is not possible, you say to yourself, why even try? What's the point of it? And you turn off all possibilities. You shut down the light. You cut off the light. And nobody else is doing it. We are doing it ourselves. To get what we want, we first need to believe it is possible. So here's the question. Do you believe it is possible to get what you want? Do you believe it is possible to get that soulmate connection that you crave? Do you believe it is possible to be loved and understood? Do you believe it is possible to get out of the state of anxiety and depression that you're in? Do you believe you deserve it? Do you believe you deserve to be free to express who you are authentically without caring what other people think? Do you believe you deserve to go after your dreams? Do you believe you deserve to be treated kindly, compassionately, understood, and loved and appreciated? Trauma makes us think we don't. It erodes our self-worth until there is none left. And it sets us up in this pattern of people-pleasing and codependence where we grab on for dear life to whoever we have around us because of terrifying fear of abandonment and rejection. Accepting crumbs, as a client was telling me yesterday, there's a whole pie and we're accepting the little crumbs, allowing ourselves to be in relationships with people that don't deserve our energy, our attention, whether they be friendship or intimate relationships or jobs or colleagues. allowing ourselves to be mistreated, to be disrespected, not be valued, not appreciated, and staying in those relationships in this codependent pattern, in this neediness, in this people-pleasing, over-giving pattern that trauma set us up for. And you can get out of it. If that's what you want, check out the free training I've created for you. I've linked in the description that gives you the step-by-step of how to do it. My love, it's time to stop the trauma from running your life. It's time to take charge of your life and make it the way it should have always been. You deserve that. Namaste.